Hello, just reading one more excerpt from The Curiosity Cycle by Jonathan Mugan. This is a book written by a robotics and AI researcher and scientist about how to bring up your children. You couldn't really imagine a better combination, a better, more relevant combination for what people need to think about right now. And I'm going to read you just a section from page 175. This is the final words of the book, the conclusion. And here it is. Adaptive intelligence will enable your child to excel in unexpected situations, whereas those with more brittle thinking will fall back on comfortable thought patterns. In a world dominated by smart computers, curiosity-based thinking will be more valuable than simply coming up with correct answers to questions. Independent thinking will also help keep your children safe. We teach children specific techniques to avoid online predators and other dangerous situations, but the bad guys and the world itself are always changing, and children need to be able to evaluate previously unseen situations. Independent thinking and modeling other people's models will be crucial. When crossing the street, your children can consider the driver of the nearby car and make sure that the driver actually sees them before crossing. When your children start to drive, they can constantly be modeling the intentions of the other drivers instead of just reacting. As a common example, if the car ahead of the car in the next lane is slowing down to turn, your children can anticipate that the car behind it may suddenly dart into their lane. In short, your children will be able to predict the future. Our generation is the last one to grow up in the analog world before the digital revolution of the internet. I'm reading an analog book, I just wanted to interject there. And ours is the only generation to be comfortable with both digital and analog living. We know that the internet didn't come all at once. It came into our lives in waves. We used to check electronic mail, and a few years later we began to surf the web for the first time. Then we started getting our news and buying books online. A few years after that we could watch videos, any video ever made, at any time. Following that, our past came back to us with the advent of Facebook. It started out as old high school and college friends, and then it grew to colleagues, neighbours, and Aunt Leona. And recently all of this came to the phone, and we were no longer ever alone or disconnected or even lost. Our generation still remembers what it was like to be alone at home on a rainy day, or to travel and have little contact with friends and family. By contrast, our children will grow up in a digital world devoid of these experiences. This new world may result in a population divided into consumers and creators. With the dizzying special effects in animated outlets like movies and video games, your child may be tempted to simply be a consumer. But this environment will also enhance opportunities to create for those with the curiosity and the will. Ultimately, we don't know what direction technology will take us, but we do know that increasingly rapid change is coming. Someday our kids can explain it all to us as we sit on the front porch wondering what happened to the good old days. So that's the concluding words of The Curiosity Cycle by Jonathan Mugan. Highly recommended book for everyone bringing up children and wondering what the hell is going to happen in the next few years. Go and buy it. Cheers.